Welcome, Sagittarius, to your spiritual reading for February. I hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in your spiritual reading for the month. Coming out is Control. Beautiful card there. This card is actually talking about how you can change your life in just an instant, kind of like a click of fingers, right? It is so important to release this and realize. So anything that you need to release, go ahead and release, so that way you can fly and take back the control that you have, but also realizing that you can have things within an instant makes this easy for you to be able to do the things that you need to do. Just be careful also, because it also can be a trap, right? Sometimes our way that we're doing things, through law and attraction, things like this can actually trap you into feeling like you're maybe a victim of a circumstance when it comes to certain things. But remember, you don't have to be, as long as you keep your positive energy going strong and keep yourself on the track of taking responsibility for yourself and your feelings. You can decide how you feel and decide what you want to be in charge of, instead of having it in charge of you. So how awesome is that? This is about educating yourself about what is going on within yourself, your emotions, or your health. As you go through life, your body changes and your thinking does too. It's part of growth. Pay attention to your body and your mind to better understand them and feel good about being your own advocate. Realizing you are in control will be rejuvenating and beneficial to your well-being. The whole idea is understanding things and taking things to a different and higher perceptive, of course. And this is why all the hawks are around her, because they see from a higher perspective. So be like the hawk over here, right? Because they can look down on things and see things from a different point of view. We got to love the control over here, because it's just saying, do not allow things to control you. Remember, you are in control, and you are the creator of your own destined path, right? Not talking about just fated things. I'm talking about the destiny that you choose, things that you choose, right? If I don't want to buy this house, I don't have to buy that house. If I don't want to live here, I can get up and move. And if you know financially you can't do those things, you can always take back the control and try your hardest to free yourself and do the things that you need to do to make that destiny come true for yourself, because only you have the freedom to do so. And that way you're not allowing the negative things to control the mind, right? Or thinking that you're always in a prison. Escape that prison, right? Of course, there's always going to be some underlying circumstances to the situation as we're building and creating. But just knowing that there is a way to do things, it just means you have to put more thought into it and put your best foot forward. Okay. And the moon card coming out for you is set up and lead with the new moon in Capricorn. Absolutely, as I was talking about just now, putting your best foot forward, taking on some Capricorn energy over here. And that's good, because that means that you're going to step up to the plate. You put yourself into the control center over here. You are, your own control center. Nobody else has that ability to control but you. So making sure that you're really taking the lead over here, take the bull by the horns and go strong, right? No one's going to keep you down. No one really has that ability unless you give that ability to them. Assess the situation. Absolutely. Look at it from a different perspective point, knowing that you can save money, do this, do that, and do the things that you really want to do. Like I said, time is, of course, an issue always. But with the perfect timing and within the perfect thoughts and positivity, and assessing all the situations around you, you can definitely get everything back into control the way you want to get things back into control. And be real, right? Be real. Be realistic about the situation. Being real means understanding that, you know, this is the way things really 100% work. It's not what you think, right? Other people's thoughts and opinions do not run you, right? I rule you. They don't rule me. This is for your own good and your own satisfaction. So talking about the real card is sometimes we pursue someone or something for all the wrong reasons. Our ego gets involved, and before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that may not even be right for us. Now, here's the crazy thing, because we're talking about stepping up, taking the lead. So therefore, if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to do this and do that, or I'm stuck over here, be real about the situation. Remember, worry less and trust more within yourself. Make sure that you are doing what your heart wants to do. Do not allow whatever other influences are around you to, you know, take the lead. That's pretty much the point, right? Understand that there is great victory for you, and that, you know, it's a long road ahead, but it doesn't mean it can't exist. How are you going to know if it's going to exist if you don't try, right? Or if you let others tell you this and that and the other. Depending on how it is, take it how it is. Everybody's story resonates a little bit different, but overall it's about the same, right? You have it under control. Everything will be justified and keeping the balance going. And it feels like there's a lot of fairity that's going on within you at this time. Just make sure that you're fair to yourself, right? You know, being real, making sure that you're putting yourself into the right moments, the right times for yourself. Okay, with the Ten of Cups over here, showing the overall satisfaction and things that are going your way, right? So everything seems to be going your way. So that's a good thing. You want them to go your way. You want that satisfaction. There is a lot more to the puzzle than just meets the eye, right? All right, I'm taking back this control. Yes, getting rid of any toxic energy that might be surrounding the situation. Because it feels like over here with the be real, though, too. Remember, we were talking about, like, you know, going after things that are not real, good things that are not good for us. You might even be tempted by other people, it's saying, to want to go after, you know, things that might not be as good for you, that you know, or maybe they're even tempting you to take them back, and you know it's not a good thing. So it makes you feel like you're not really 100% in control of the situation. But being aware of the situation. So as you're getting rid of the toxic energy around you and really becoming aware of what's really holding things back or not allowing you to take the control where you want it to be, the awareness is so up that it's just showing that your intuition is really kicking over here, finding the things that you want, because you're really after the foundations and achievements for yourself. So this big blessing comes in as soon as you really start figuring out the pieces of the puzzle. It really feels like kind of a puzzle over here, right? So any kind of emotional withdrawal that you were having, any kind of sadness or anything like that, as soon as you start getting intuitive and saying, you know what, I'm not stuck, I'm not this, I'm not that, I can take, you know, the lead and step up and really do the things that I need to do, a lot of that will go away, because the healing will then start as well, from whatever healing it might be. It might just be the healing in which you're telling yourself, wow, I can't believe I've been holding myself back this long. Oh, man, I forgive myself because I'm in control. I've been allowing the environment or these people to be in control when it was me all this time, right? And it's going to change your financial material changes, because it's going to make you see things in such a different perspective underneath the awareness, that you'll be able to say, oh, well, I can save money over here. I could do that. I'm not really down and out. I make myself kind of down and out more than maybe I am. And if I am really down and out, I can kind of change the perspective of how I'm doing things. And the next thing you know, I'll be bouncing back, you know, to where I need to be, right? But first I need to get past all the deception and envy, either that I'm giving myself or that someone is giving me. And really get rid of that false mask and that false identity of what is going on. You know, because if it's you holding yourself back from your own deception and deceiving yourself to believe that everything else is in control and you have none, that's a deception, my friend. That's yourself doing so. And your soul's like, no, no, no. Your higher self is like, this is not true. You, as a human, are doing this. It's your monkey mind doing it again, guys. Get into the intuition so you can see what's real, right? What's really going on in the story. Okay, so let's grab some cards on the temptation and the awareness real fast. Yeah, definitely going to have a wake. It's going to be kind of a wake-up call for you, because you're going to definitely be seeing this from a whole different point of view. Absolutely. And the world is going to be changing because it's going to make you want to take leaps in faith in different ways. And even if they're just the smallest little steps of doing some kind of change, because you're going to be aware that, you know what, this is what's doing this. This is what's causing anxiety. Then the peace comes. You're going to find more peace. You're not going to have insomnia because you're traveling in the right direction and traveling towards your dreams, knowing and being in the knowing that something is wrong. Why is it? I mean, as soon as you do so, the Wheel of Fortune opens, because now you have a change and then change into good fortune for your own benefit, right? Because everything's changing around you, opening the doors and opening up all kinds of new things and new ideas within your mind and becoming more creative as you're taking better control of the situation. I think what it is, though, is you really have to really look around, though, and say, what the hell is really going on? Really sit down and do some shadow work, or, you know, or just kind of stand and just look. Just stand and look, right? Maybe you just want to just stand on the threshold of the door, the front door, and just kind of look inside the house and say, this is very interesting. You see what I'm saying? Maybe try to see it from a different person's point of view. Try to put yourself into someone else's and say, you know, because if you've seen your friend doing this, you would say, this is not true. You could do all kinds of things. But it's funny, how come we can tell other people that, but we can't take that ourselves? Why do we deceive ourselves into believing that we can't do it? But man, we have no problem sending that message to someone else, because somewhere within your own self, you know it's true. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sending it to other people. No, man, everything's going to be cool. You totally got this. Oh, no, man, you don't have to. You see what I'm saying? But then as soon as you get back to yourself, you're like, I'm stuck in a rut. No one can help me. I'm always got bad luck. But it sure is funny, because 4 days ago, you didn't tell your friend that. 4 days ago, you told your friend that they have everything and everything will be just fine. Downplaying yourself, but the truth always comes out when you're trying to help someone else. But then when it comes to yourself, we always let ourselves down. So you're going to change that around. You're going to become your friend. You're going to talk to yourself like you talk to your friends. And you're going to say, what's up, man? What are you doing? Oh, you know that ain't true. Right? And that's 100, guys. Come on. This is for reals. We do this all the time. We always see the better ups for others, but then when it comes to ourselves, we always put ourselves down. We put ourselves into a hole. We make it to where, no, man, I see where you're going. I wish I could be there. What do you mean you wish you could be there? You can. Because you have the 10 of coins just like everybody else. It's just the state of mind and how we're seeing things. They have nothing better than you, because your friend would even tell you, man, I don't know why you say that. You ain't got nothing better than me. Your bills are just as bad as my bills. You work and make money just the way I do. So what seems to be the problem? Okay, so the best healing cards over here for self-care are meditate. Listen to that meditation music. Meditate. You know, do the things you need to do. Relax. Take that bubble bath. However it is that you want to meditate. Okay. Yoga, whatever. However, you can't sit in lotus flower, state like that for a long time. Like I tell everybody, I can't. Not for very long. In fact, I can't even sit that way. My legs don't go down that well. I wish I was in better shape. I'm working on that. And if you can't really sit in that position, put your back against the wall. Always make sure that you're straight up though, because it has to be butt on the ground, head straight up towards the right, because it's from earth to the heavens. So you want to make sure you have a straight spine. And if you can't sit this way, put your knees up, right, where your feet are then planted on the ground, right, and then have your knees up. That's the way I sit. Or you can lay flat against the ground, right, like laying down. But make sure your spine is always straight. That's the most important thing, okay? Whether it's sitting up or laying down flat. No curvature to the spine. It's very important because of the way the energy moves. And it's moving for your chakras. It's moving for your internal energy. Okay. Intuition. Now we got this. Get a massage. That's very relaxing. You know? Make sure that your intuition's always open though while you're doing so. And here comes my ultimate favorite. Everybody who watches this channel knows. There it is. Soak in a bubble bath. Can't have bubbles, that's fine. Just make sure, you know, soak in the bath. You know, the spa, the jacuzzi, you know, the bathtub. I always, you know me in those bubble baths. Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.